Good morning. We're going to start our discussion of quadratics today, and we're going to begin that discussion with a discussion of the parent function for quadratics, which is f of x is equal to x squared. This quadratic function can be put in several forms. We can do lots of things to our quadratic function to change its shape, to change where it starts, and we can use it to model lots of different things. But we're going to begin with a basic discussion of the parent function and what this graph is going to look like if we simply graph f of x is equal to x squared. So the first thing let us do is let us make a simple t-chart for the values of f of x is equal to x squared. We can always use a simple t-chart to get a general idea of what our function is going to look like. And let's put in the points 0, 1, 2, and 3. And since our function is f of x is equal to x squared, when we square those values, we get 0 squared is 0, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. And let's put them on our graph. Here's 0, 0, and 1, 1, and 2, 4, and this would be 3, 9. And if we go back and we put in the negatives of those same numbers, we'll discover that when we graph them that we get the same value. Negative 1 squared is 1, negative 2 squared is 4, negative 3 squared is 9. So let's put those points on our graph and connect our points, and we get a graph that looks like this. That graph has a name. That graph is called a parabola, and a parabola is a description of the general shape of the graph. It is a good thing that we can see on this parent function. And we will look later on at how we can turn this parabola upside down, how we can move it to the left and the right, move it up and down, make it tall and skinny or short and fat. But for now, this is our parent function, and there are a couple of things that we need to be aware of. First of all, we need to be aware of this point right here at the bottom. This point is called the vertex of the parabola. It is either a minimum or a maximum value, depending upon what direction the quadratic is turned. And in this case, it's a minimum value. It occurs at the point 0, 0. So our minimum value, our minimum y value here would be 0. We also want to notice at this point that we have a line of symmetry on this graph, that the graph looks just exactly the same on one side as it does on the other. We call this the axis of symmetry. This axis of symmetry divides our graph exactly in half. It is exactly the same on one side of the axis of symmetry as it is on the other. Notice I go 2 to the right here, I go 2 to the left. Here I'm going 3 to the right, here I'm going 3 to the left. This axis of symmetry is dividing that parabola exactly in half so that it's a mirror image on one side. And the equation for that axis of symmetry is x equals 0. So if you'll notice, we're talking about the x value of our vertex, and that will be true throughout our discussion of quadratics, that axis of symmetry divides this parabola exactly in half along the axis of symmetry. As we go along, we're going to look at some things that will cause this to move left and right, cause it to move up and down, cause it to stretch or shrink or flip over, and we'll look at the various forms of the quadratic. But always we're going to be referring back to this parent function, y equals x squared.